Welcome to the video tutorial series of Volunteer MBC's online volunteer referral system. This tutorial will explain how to manage your volunteer position descriptions. We will explore how to post volunteer opportunities and manage the position's application activities, updating the positions, closing the positions, and reposting them on a later date. To submit and manage your volunteer positions, first log into your organizational account and click on the Volunteer Positions menu tab. It is indicated on your screen by the number 2. Then you will arrive at the Volunteer Positions homepage as you see on your screen. The Volunteer Positions homepage will have two key sections. The Add an Entry option to submit a new position description for publishing. The Position Description Management section appearing as a list of the existing volunteer positions of your organization. Let's first explore how to submit a new position description. It can also be referred to as posting a new volunteer opportunity. To add a new position description, click on the Add an Entry option. The position description publishing request will now open out for you to fill in the details of the position. The contact details fields will be pre-populated using your organization profile. Therefore, it is important that you keep your organizational profile current. And from these contact details, the email address field is imperative to the functioning of the notification service. Therefore, please ensure to include the email address of the individual who is responsible for recruitment of volunteers for this particular volunteer position. Make sure to tag the position description with the possible areas of interest that it might fall under. Our clients, your prospective volunteers, when they create their volunteer profiles, they will tag their profiles using the same areas of interest list. When the organizations and the clients' areas of interest tags match, clients will receive a notification that your volunteer position is posted to our system if they have opted to receive this notification. This is one way that the system is optimized to promote your positions. For the effective use of our online volunteer referral system, we also recommend that you capitalize on the position duration fields, that is, the dates, time, and commitment periods. The full set of information as highlighted on your screen particularly helps prospective volunteers to know how to organize their schedules and whether it is possible if they need to change their existing schedules to volunteer with the respective position. If your position has specific availability requirements or flexibility options, mention that in the time details field. The application due date is also a function that you can use for administrative convenience, especially if you have multiple postings with different recruitment timeframes. A volunteer posting can be set to close on the date that you specify in the application due date field. After you have completed creating your volunteer position description, switch the position status to active and click on Add. Once you have submitted your position description publishing request, it will be placed on queue. Volunteer MBC will then review the posting and publish it live on our website within 2 full working days from your date of submission. Once you have submitted your position descriptions and it being made live to the general public, the next course of action would be to review the applicants and manage the position descriptions. The position description management section lists the positions according to three groups of information. Position details, which identify the position. Position status, which indicates whether your position is published or archived. Position management, which allows you to manipulate information available within the positions. Now let's see what these various sets of information and list manipulation options are for. In the position details column, the position number or position ID is a unique ID the system assigns to each position description that is submitted. Quoting this position ID when you communicate with Volunteer MBC is particularly useful if you have positions with identical titles. For example, event volunteer assistants of two different projects. Next, in the position status column, there are two types of statuses as publishing status and position status. Elaborating on the position statuses, the position status indicates whether you are currently recruiting for the position or not. Volunteer MBC recommends you to switch the position status to inactive if the volunteer position is no longer available, which is also important to maintain the organization's information reliability perception among the potential volunteers. Here is a screenshot of where in the position description you would see the position status selection field. The second type of status is the publishing status of the position description. This status is set by Volunteer MBC, who will review the position that has been submitted either as a new posting or as an update to an existing posting. The approval step is necessary to maintain the integrity and credibility of the position description. Before publishing, Volunteer MBC does a quick check of the information presented and will get in touch with you with suggestions and recommendations if we feel that the way the position description is presented could affect the interest of potential volunteers based on the current trends of volunteerism. This is a service that comes along with your member benefit to post volunteer opportunities. Finally, let's take a look at the positions management columns of the volunteer positions homepage. This is where most of your day-to-day activities will be housed, as it houses the functions to manage all activities related to the position description, such as the stats or statistics function to understand the trends of those who search and view your position description, the applicants function to see a list of applicants to your position, the preview function to preview your position description, to review it either after the first submission or on a later date for changes or updates, the edit function to either update, close, or republish an existing position description, the duplicate function to create a new position description when the information is very similar and requires only minor changes. It is a copying of a template of a previous position description. In the next few minutes, we will explore these functions separately. Let's take a look at what the stats or statistics function is all about. Simply click on the icon and you will be taken to the list of records that highlight the search and view trends of your position description. This will be particularly useful to identify the type of volunteer who is searching your positions. For example, towards the right hand side of your screen, you can see the example, the other areas of interest of the volunteers who viewed your position. And to the left hand side, top text box of your screen, you can see the communities that the volunteers who viewed your position prefer to volunteer in. And also it follows with the age group of volunteers who viewed your position. This will give you an understanding of who is searching and what else will they search for as a volunteer opportunity. Let's explore our application function. Simply click on the icon and you will be taken to the applications list. What you see on your screen is that you have the name of the volunteer, and there is a preview icon that says to view your volunteer applicants details. Once you click on the preview of the volunteers, you will see few of their personal particulars, including their contact details, so that you are able to get in touch with these volunteers. You will also see the date that they have applied to the position. Next, let's explore the postings information manipulation function. You would edit your position descriptions to 1. Update the new information, 2. To change existing information, 3. To close a position description, and 4. To republish a closed position description. Even though there is no editing that can be done through the preview function, it helps to review your submitted or published position description to check for any changes or updates. Next, the edit and duplicate functions serve almost the same purpose but for different reasons. When you select the edit function, the position description opens as a form, and now you can change the information available within the form and submit it for publishing. The moment you submit updates to the form, it is taken off the public view and kept in queue to be published by volunteer MBC. Please ensure to turn on the position status as active. This is the same process if you wish to close a position and take it off public view. All you need to do is to turn off the position status by selecting the option inactive. When you select inactive, the position description will be archived for future use and be removed from public view. Please note, it will not be deleted off the system. The duplicate function is a function that will be of convenience to the person who is recruiting the volunteers and engaging the volunteers when they need to publish multiple volunteer opportunities. If there should be a very similar position of a different project which you need to put in as a template for a new volunteer position of a new project, all you need to do is to select the duplicate function. The moment you click on the duplicate icon, you will be given a form with the same information, and all you need to do is to change the information of the new project or the new volunteer position and then submit the position. Please take a few minutes and explore the other menu options as well, such as the Corporate Positions menu option, the Good Practices Bank menu option, and the Manage Notification menu option. Video tutorials demonstrating these menu options will be available in Volunteer MBC's YouTube channel. This concludes our manage notifications